Hey guys, it's your bear Huffy back at it again, and today we're going to be going over Vigilo. Going to be recording some Vigilo. Last time we streamed Arknights, I planned to do episode 9, but yeah, I was told better to have this in the pocket going through that so we have context and we know more about what's going on because this came out before then. So you kind of need to know what's going on here. And last time we went over a bunch of these, so yeah. So we got about 3 more, so let's get at it. Cogitatio. Cogitatio. Alright, let's jump in. I'm not going to be reading these verbatim, Dr. Huffy, but I am going to go through them and commentate on them, as you guys should know. Anyway, here we go. The two of you have known each other for a long, long time. Is that me and Kalt'sit? There's just one thing though. Yeah, it is Kalt'sit. You have some concerns about the kind of person the doctor is now, right? Really curious. So closely connected to your own past. Wow. To herself and the sarcasm. It's my own headcanon that the doctor is like really, really old too. Where are Kalt'sit and the doctor? No breathing room. Vampire noble. Hmm. At least for now, she won't lie to me. Was that talking about warfarin? The results aren't exactly a cause for celebration. It's too early for lunch. You still did come a bit too early. Talks are about to break down. Babel will likely come under siege in the fall. But Babel is not fully prepared yet. More demanding request. Ooh, Teresa. It seems we'll need to get a bit further away from Kazdel. This might be the only option. That we share the same heart. So she's trying to prevent the Sarkaz from falling to internal strife by leaving. I will not help you make a decision. I can only bear witness. How much can we take with us? What research were they doing for her? Was it neuropathy related? 13 days later, Kasdel border, Dr. Huffy's camp. Who are you? Caught me alone. You shouldn't be doing this, Sarkaz. You've done nothing for us at all. So we don't belong in Kasdel. Which side has a better chance of winning? The fact that you can only think of preserving your own hide proves how pathetic you are. Are you done? It's my man, Scout. Don't underestimate Ascalon, traitor, let alone Her Majesty. You clearly know. Scout. I get it, Scout, but he wanted answers from me. If he wanted to kill me, he could have done it already, instead of getting caught up in his choices. Let me talk to him, Scout. Teresa won't mind. Why do you think Her Majesty's chosen to trust two outsiders? He's saying I have a silver tongue. Okay, Sarkaz, call me a clown, but I can't walk with Teresa anymore. That ship has sailed. You think you don't trust me? It's Her Majesty you don't trust. You're getting led around by the nose. You can't be a loyal vassal. You can't buy into her vision. All you've got is that title, Her Majesty, you can throw around to add weight to your choices. Those were your words, not mine. Do you want to hear my opinion? I'll tell you, Sarkaz. I know for a fact that it's not my fault, or Kalt'sit's, that you lost faith in Her Majesty. You started to lose trust in her and looked for someone else to blame. If it's really my fault you don't buy into Her Majesty's sermons anymore, why bother confronting me? You're scared of Her Majesty's strength? Or are you scared you can't change Her Majesty's mind? You're still lost. You don't know your own destiny, but he wants it. It doesn't matter who you are. He knows that there will always be people like you, and there will always be such a bridge. They awakened you, worked you up, and it's not so I could listen to you talk. He wants to know what Teresa says and how I react. I was never a part of the Council's plans. He needs to confirm this, whether Teresa acquired any additional power. No, Sarkaz. I only want you to walk out of this place alive. The one who can guide his people to survive is the one crowned king in their hearts. I recognize you, traitor. That night, you carried the wounded Ascalon back to camp, and it was you who brought the final message from the fallen soldiers to inform the whole army of the location of the recon team. So I'm giving you this opportunity. Oh, it's Her Majesty. Doctor, are you injured? No. No, I told Scout to stand down. Otherwise, this Sarkaz might have already been executed. You were standing below. You and your mercenaries have made military gains for us, but that is not an excuse for your current actions. You don't trust me, Marco? Was he... Oh, maybe he was under some sort of mind control? Before that, Doctor, can you tell me what he said to you just now? Or what he did to you just now? He didn't do anything. This might have been an assassination attempt, but I don't see that as the case. Teresa, if I was to say that he is by far the most innocent one, would you believe me? Dr. Huffy, this is no time to be cracking jokes. Scout probably doesn't see himself as part of your skit either. Do you hate Kalt'sit? Do you hate the Doctor? Just because they are not Sarkaz. Not because of what they've done or what they will do. Shut your mouth. Yes. Let's see what she says. Scout, what's your verdict? There can be only one outcome. Always faced with countless choices. This won't be the last time you see actions like this. A Sarkaz of Kazdel. Underhanded tactics and tricks. Kalt'sit, Doctor, this will be the attitude I have towards you. We share the same beliefs and we can complement each other. Therefore, I choose to respect the Doctor's choice. Doctor, please tell me how you'd like this to end. This Sarkaz, he carried out an act of betrayal, not against me, but against an image of Teresa in his heart that had disappointed him. He cannot be called a traitor. As far as I can see, Her Majesty Teresa is willing to grant freedom to so many people. Why not exile this Sarkaz and see what choices he makes? Let him fend for himself upon this land. He may find a new faith, maybe in you or someone else. Kalt'sit opposed. Leave it to the army. Yes, Marco, you are a Sarkaz mercenary. So, Scout, take him to see Ascalon. Babel will decide your fate. That you consider yourself a Sarkaz of Kazdel means you cannot leave. Scout, before he has any outbursts of emotion. The banner of the 6 heroes still flies. Oh, this guy is going crazy. Whose team is it? So this is Hoderer and W coming. In him, I saw a microcosm. Yeah, they're playing a really long game here. Fashion design. Your every move will affect the morale of Sarkaz. Teresa. Ascalon sends word that Marco committed suicide out of fear of punishment, in order to avoid embarrassing his king. In addition to the mercenaries, all Sarkaz hiding under Kazdel's sphere of influence are paying close attention to our movements. This is a comprehensive relocation. We have no margin of error when it comes to intelligence and logistics work. Very well. Thank you. That's right. I've already gotten used to it. So that kind of, I guess that really just gave us a glimpse into the Doctor's mindset back then. He's very detached. Literally about to be killed, and he's like detached from the situation. Like, it's not this guy's fault. Okay, we're going in with the next one. Anterior. Ooh, now who's talking here? Only when you live free in every moment are you truly alive. Go and experience the world for yourself. It will take many months to form your own ideas. Kalt'sit, I hope you will. Oh, it's me and her. Okay, so this is the current timeline now, because Blaze is here. And this is back in the day. This is the record of one of his rare mission failures since enlisting in Babel. Come in. Commander, Dame, you're both here. They found traces of enemy troops that could be tracked. This is not a decision an old sarcasm mercenary would make. Something has to actually happen for your experience to be worth anything. You lost no team members after the crisis occurred, indicating that your command was calm as you retreated and thus proper. You deserve recognition, not punishment. Army discipline loses all meaning if it fails to recognize when to reward and when to punish. You know that, Scout. Why do you care so much about her reputation? I need a reason. Your heart is in turmoil. Rarely have I seen you struggle like this, even on the battlefield. If you can tell us what you're thinking, maybe we can... Because she's an orphan? Military discipline isn't a bleeding heart operation. She's in good company in Kasdel. Nothing special about that either, if you don't have any better reason. Go on, Scout, I'm listening. So you hope to preserve Reika's reputation, to keep her wish, to protect Her Majesty alive. Sorry if that offended you. I knew you must have had a good reason. No one will be punished, but that will have an impact on discipline, which isn't going to be popular. Scout, I hope that in the future you and your team will respond to doubt with action. Promise me one thing before you go. Value your own life and reputation the same as you do your teammates. Man, Scout was a hero's hero. Additionally, Closure may approach you to discuss the Lindinium issue. She's very concerned about my position on this matter. Huh. It's like, although some things change, things also stay the same. The going to Lindinium thing. Not in the right headspace. I know how close you are to Teresa. Responsibility and duty. The doctor is already working very hard. The workaholic part is still the same. The old doctor was such a hard ass. I like the new version better. Because this one's easier to bully. The treadmill. Uncontrollable urge to pull the most hilarious pranks. The doctor was acting weirder and weirder. Before we go to Londinium, I'm going to carry out a renovation. Three days and nights. What's she trying to do there? A drone hangar. You just want to do your own thing. She has her own reasons. Maybe that day will come. Yeah, delegating is important. Hey, it's medic. The arrangement was made rather hastily. You've recovered quickly and your empathy hasn't shown any signs of deterioration. A lot of policy. Time is short. Long time no see. Sure. I'll do my best. Little Ari. She's probably giving me too much credit. Our time is limited. Let's get the transfer underway. Goose, come here and help me lift his upper body and pay attention to the medical equipment cable. It's a crystal melting instrument, Rhine Lab CR01 experimental model with a built-in Originium circuit. In the middle and late stages of earpathy, the body becomes filled with crystals and the organs are easily damaged and ruptured. The crystal melting instrument utilizes the sequential release of concentrated energy to dissolve the crystallization. Don't just lift like that. Use your left hands to place the patient's hands together over the side of your neck, then use your right hand to cradle both the patient's legs. That's a princess carry, isn't it? It's definitely a princess carry. That course was structured for you to cement your knowledge with practice anyway. It came out without thinking. Amia's been busy. She may be the leader, but she's also still a kid. Are we going to see little Amia here? I suggest you stop working and take a break immediately. I heard everything, Your Majesty. You really should be getting enough sleep. That was a tense meeting we had last night. All that battle talk must have tired you out. Teresis wants to regain the initiative. He knows that your strengths are also your weaknesses. But what he doesn't know is how much you're willing to sacrifice for the Sarkaz people. When Ascalon's troops arrive in town, he'll see the writing on the wall. Come in. Here, sit next to me. Small Caudus. Oh, it's Amia! There are no outsiders here, Amia. Doctor. Oh, it's little Amia. Staying awake past her bedtime. Soldiers moving around woke her up. They are on a mission. Amia, my dear Amia. Even back then, she had such great trust in the doctor. Amia, you should rest. A sweet, lovable child. It's natural. Stretching his front line thin, encircling a small town with no strategic significance. There's no telling what Teresa's true objective is. Yeah, I'm still listening, Kalt'sit. I am. Kalt'sit's really grown on me over the past few months. What does it mean to be truly alive? Where did that come from? That's just a walking corpse. Keeping your body, but being separated from your memories. Does that count as being alive? That might make life rather confusing. I would choose to be human, not a puppet. Freedom is not free. After you lost your memories, you woke up, were forced to fight, and forced to witness the sacrifice of human life. This whole time, you've barely had a single choice. Look into my eyes. Tell me, doctor, why is it that you fight? Joy and sorrow intertwining. I fight for Rhodes Island. We must continue to walk this path. You think we're ever going to get a long hair Kalt'sit? Like a super long hair Kalt'sit? That'd be cool to see. I'm still like really excited after seeing all those Kalt'sit alternative outfits. Now walk in the dust. Alright, so this next one is Pignus. The last one. Language, logic, function, integrity. PRTS, tell me a story. Ah, it's you. You've been lingering there. Since your last visit, it has been... Wow, that's a lot. It sounds familiar. That's a lot of days. Primitive Rhodes Island Terminal Service. Missions 42, Leader 1. Who is this talking? Is that a Mia? Oh, it's Closure. Language logic is okay. It's been very long. Programs have no concept of life. What exactly does a human think of the visual representation of my archives? A real disaster. I guess I'd say you had a combustion engine in your body. But all your components... Well, it's not like a human, it's like a car closure. It's not a bad thing. Well, that is unique. Kalt'sit managed to fix and reorganize. All the doctors in the world would be out of a job. What's this stuff in here? Let's see. Have you forgotten? This is the sarcophagus rescue operation simulated test runs. All the pathways they could have taken. That's a lot of validation failed and succeeded. Validation succeeded. Did it seriously run that many times though? The doctor was successfully evacuated in only 2 of the simulations. It must be a really powerful AI, the RTS. In actuality, we made 3 times as many sacrifices as we had anticipated. This operation would likely have been called off. That also means it would have cost us our future. Considering the odds, I do not support an operation like this. I'm sure you know this yourself. The doctor stands for a lot of things. What do you think would have happened to us? Me and Kalt'sit probably would have stayed out of Ursus, and we would have never crossed paths with Reunion. Might have also been driven into a corner and taken even worse losses. This is a pretty tense BGM for this conversation. Compared to now, we had a much harder time during those few years without the doctor, don't you agree? Kalt'sit never gives breaks. Real-time logging activated. The previous statement has been committed to the database. Follow Teresa's dreams and ideals. Ever since Teresa left us, all of us spent so much time to just get used to things. Are you not? Ooh, story from closure, alright. When they came to Casdell to look for me. A family of vampires. Very ancient one of that. She was never into their arts. You sound like you're reminiscing about your family. Few friends. Super hacker. The destroyer of the Casdell information world. One day, there was no sign anything special was going to happen. Someone opened the door. Teresa. You'd never get it wrong. To break the shackles of tradition, and she needed an engineer. Not a word. She accepted immediately. That's where I first met Dr. Huffy, who happened to be picking up. Keeping watch when the two of us met for the first time. The doctor and Teresa showed me a weapon. Found out that with the data I provided, the doctor reverse engineered the device's mechanism. Using unauthorized equipment rashly can lead to information mismatch or worse. The doctor knew about everything in advance. Felt like meeting a totally different person. It's possible that there are those who look exactly the same. It's the same old doctor. Just like that last operation. The doctor surprised us with a whole other strategy. Judging from the records, that does appear to be the case. Is something affecting the doctor's thinking and actions? Only the doctor can influence the doctor. Keeps really quiet sometimes and is also really talkative at other times. Have you noticed that? Maybe the doctor is normally so quiet because it's like laying the groundwork for some kind of pivotal moment to come. Deviating from the plan also comes with risks. Remember what I said was the first thing that Teresa told me when we first met? She said she was looking for someone who could break the shackles of tradition. I think that's the standard she used to pick people, so that's what most of us here have in common. Of course the doctor too. Everyone follows the doctor. They go right along without hesitation. I quite like this term. Looks like that mystery creator of yours liked it too. Whatever the case may be, that's how things are. To tell the truth, I kind of have doubts. The point is, this doctor is nothing like the old one. That's probably because I really admire the doctor from the bottom of my heart. In the end, it was Amiya who decided we had to do something. Amiya believed the doctor would bring lots of change. Amiya was the only one to give orders back then. I would not agree with such a gamble. The way you think is basically on the level of humans, but you're still lacking something human. What would that be? Persistence. That's the kind of thing that drives people. Wait, what am I doing? Yeah, you were gonna tell a story, Closure. I think our conversation today has been meaningful. Although it is indeed not the destroyer of the Kasdel information world's heroic adventures. You won't play this for her, right? Leader 1. Do you remember when you set up a cabin to play Closure's midnight video market every night at midnight? Your evaluation of the doctor has been so sincere that even I, an inorganic being, was moved. You should have it on loop in the doctor's office for at least a month. Alright, what a shame. Restricting permissions. Dr. Huffy. I just got here. Maybe. Good afternoon, PRTS. PRTS. Anything at all? Well then. Tell me, who's Priestess? How come not even Kalt'sit can tell me who this Priestess was? Insufficient permissions. Warning, your permissions are insufficient. At this time, no registered members possess the permissions for this question to be answered. Warning. Wow. It appears that I, too, cannot answer your question. Perhaps you could try to look for the answer through other means. That's all. Even she wasn't able to give me the answer I needed. Activating self-verification program. Photography module running. Video module has not yet been shut down. Searching internal array. Expanding search to special permissions level. Verified. System logic is functioning correctly. Found special item. Video file previously stored. Date unknown. Item has not been restricted by permissions. Looping video. Subject. PRTS's first functional test. File name. Ship record 1 alpha. Your question has been answered, Dr. Huffy. The program will be terminated automatically in 3 seconds and locked. 3, 2, 1. So the doctor was there for the very, very first test. So I'm assuming, like, that's a little tongue-in-cheek, play on words thing. PRTS was probably developed by Priestess, and the doctor, as we know from context clues, is very old. Very, very old. So Priestess, who we saw in that flashback cutscene, I forget what chapter that was in, who put him to sleep, is the one who also developed PRTS, and we could see her back there. Well, at least the image of her back, and the doctor was still wearing hoodies as his go-to even back then. So this did answer a bunch of questions about the doctor, but it also asked some other questions that we weren't really thinking about. Collect reward. Nice. Alright, and with that, I think we're ready to start the next arc of Arknights. And we'll be doing that in the next stream. Hopefully I can catch you guys there. If you guys have anything you'd like to add regarding the doctor and what we've just witnessed, please feel free to leave a comment below. If you're new here to the channel, please like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. It helps me out a lot. Other than that, yeah, I'll see y'all for the next stream of Arknights. Catch you later. Huffy Bear out.